The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Zanetti becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pushed us! Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all.
And Berbatov! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Hazard, great vision.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern...
And the finish! Oh, good steal, he just read it. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Now it's Yamal, and the counter is on. And it's Berbatov. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And claimed it back swiftly. Yamal. Threads one in. Can he get on the end of this? This looks real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Shevchenko. He's being urged to shoot. He is Yamal! And that's a tidy finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it. That is Stuta! Goal, the Netherlands! And they're back in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
The Netherlands with the lead. Now it's Batistuta. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Serginho. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Defending of the desperate variety. And a shot! Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Hazard is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
He's having a good look here.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Ronaldinho! He went for the curler. Could be danger here. That's the throw. Hazard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Is having a shot! Oh, good finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
The Netherlands really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And here's Yamal, Dani Olmo. That's going to go a long way. Now, can they get... Can he finish? And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Ronaldinho with the short one. Shot could be on. Oh, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. The Netherlands present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this to turn it right round. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, this looks sharp. Stood up well to him there. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he welcomes it in. Back when it goes. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Yamal opts to play it back. Serginho is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Perhaps the final meaning... Ronaldinho! It's run loose, who's going to get there? It's going across goal, and that is well cleared. Batistuta. Conte. Oh, nicely intercepted. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Cannavaro. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Ronaldinho! Not a bad try by any means.
Ronaldinho is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Hakimi. Caicedo. And that is the end of the first half. The Netherlands are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Alexander-Arnold. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Not the most accurate pass. Azar. Conte. And he's picked out the run. Oh, well played. Chance! They scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? And a chance! That's another chance! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job.
Good chance here! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Alexander-Arnold really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And it's Zanetti. Azar. Zanetti, the man synonymous with solidity. The Netherlands ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Great defending, strong and determined. He's shifting through the gears here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Goes for a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The Netherlands have reclaimed it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Dani Olmo, good driving run. And he's definitely onside. That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Puskas. Yamal. He's found a way through. Can he finish? Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Just one goal in it now. Game on! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Thinks about the shot. And he can thump it away. And here's Ronaldinho. And reclaimed it in a trice. Serginho. Ronaldinho. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. He is starved of space and time.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Messi. He's picked his way through. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Tries a shot! In he goes again! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
And it's Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That could spell trouble. And he's there to belt it away.
Substitution.
McAllister. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's bustling through. There's the shot! And he hits the net. And right near the end, we have parity. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Added minutes has been indicated.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Alexander-Arnold tries to pass it through. Hakimi making good progress. It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Messi looking to receive it in space. Oh, that's fabulous. He is just caressing the ball. And that is as far as it goes. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Batistuta, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today.
And now I'd just like to read
Your
out
reflections
our
then, Jim.
members
The
who are
Netherlands.
celebrating their-
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Number 20, Marco van Basten. Marco van Basten.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, there's a probing ball. Totti. McAllister. And it's Valverde. This is a promising build-up. Pass somewhat off target. Valverde. And that's another throw. Cannavaro. The Netherlands leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Totti. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Totti! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Number 19, Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. What are you making of this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
Oh, super find. And the shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Ronaldinho. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Puskas. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Nice interception, well timed. Has to go back here. Makaleli.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Puskas can see things others simply cannot. And it's Totti. McAllister. Hakimi. Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's well... There's the shot! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
The Netherlands restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's DiMarco. Adriano. That's a good ball. Great chance! Goal! And they get themselves in front!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
McAllister! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. The pass has gone astray. Totti. Rijkaard. And it's Makaleli. Rijkaard. Zanetti. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Ronaldinho. Adriano. He's picked his way through. Ronaldinho. Plenty to aim at here.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Ronaldinho. DiMarco has it out wide and in space. And here's Ronaldinho. That's a sharp pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's been shifted off it. DiMarco, who's set up one goal so far.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Puskas. And here's Totti. Aimed beyond the shot, surely! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
The Netherlands can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Zanetti. Ronaldinho. Van de Ven. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
He is through here. Oh, that is... Decent chance! I've fallen kindly here. And it's in. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully...
And Puskas! It's bounced back off the post. And that is wildly off target.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that. Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Driving forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Puskás. Floated through. Totti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Dembele. And it's Messi. Now Ronaldinho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. McAllister. Van de Ven cuts out the pass. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. He knows what's coming. A second yellow, and he's off. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution on the field, number 18, Ronaldinho. Coming on to replace him is number 17, Lucas Moura.
DiMarco. And this is Lucas Moura. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid.
Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Dembele. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Scholes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Akanji. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Now there's a fine ball. Referee has just said play on. Edmilson. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Makaleli has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.